All right, everybody, Connie Pillich has arrived, and I'm going to go ahead and she's our candidate for Ohio governor. And before we get started here, I want to thank you for speaking to our club, and we actually have something for you. These are things from Stark County.
Votes.
Yes. Foreshadowing the good things that will come to you from our party and from Stark County and from everybody here, we wanted to give you a gift basket with some wonderful things from our county.
Oh my goodness! This is fabulous.
The wine comes from your
I've been
Boston
there.
vineyard.
So are these local products?
They're all from Stark County.
Good stuff, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
It's my pleasure. Oh, and here are the Fiesta Raisin Stones. This is what will feed us and nourish us on the way back to Cincinnati.
There you go. These chocolates is one of my favorite.
That's very kind of you.
Connie, I've talked to you on the phone a number of times. I'm Susan Walker.
Hi.
And so I made sure to come tonight. And I really want to address the other people in the room. When Connie called me 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, that she was running for governor, I really listened to what she said. I think we had a 2-hour conversation. I know of the other candidates. I respect the other candidates. And I thought long and hard. And she's the one.
Thank you. Thank you.
From my opinion, and I've worked politics a long time, she's got some good stuff going. I just wanted to open the door for you.
And there are seats up here if you ladies want to sit down. Thanks. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Hi. Can you, this is, wow. This is, do I need it? Can you hear me at the back? All right. I am the youngest of 5, so I know how to be heard. Because in my house, I have a very loud family, and my uncles are loud, and my cousins are loud, and so if you wanted to survive, you had to be loud. So it's my pleasure to be here. I'm Connie Pillich, and I am running for governor. And thank you for this lovely gift and for your hospitality and welcoming me. Wow, that is heavy. Thank you, Sue, for those nice words. I want to tell you a little bit about my background, a little bit about what makes me tick, what I want to see, basically my vision, and then I'll open it up for questions, because I certainly want to hear what you're interested in. That's why I'm going all across the state and talking to folks. So I grew up in a steel town. That's where my grandpa worked. He had a house 2 blocks from the steel mill. And I think every dad I knew worked there, and life was good. We had our own home, we had 2 cars, which was a big event back then, and we had a little money in our pockets. But all that changed when I was in high school, and because the steel mill started to shut down. And it was devastating for our family, for our community, and left no opportunity for a girl like me. So I turned to the military to get my education. I had an ROTC scholarship, and when I graduated, I pinned on my little 2nd lieutenant bars and went off into the wild blue yonder, very sure in my belief that the Air Force was going to show me the world. And right away, I went to Biloxi, Mississippi. So I spent 8 years on active duty. I got my MBA along the way. I was stationed in West Berlin at the height of the Cold War. And I landed in Cincinnati, and that's where I met my husband, and we had our 2 children. I became an attorney and opened my own law firm. And I was living my dream. I was running my own business. I was practicing law. I was a soccer mom. This is what I wanted to be. But about 10 years ago, there were some scandals in our state government, and I became very alarmed. So I decided to run for state representative. I won a seat that had been held by Republicans for 38 of the last 40 years. And I kept that seat for 3 terms. And as I travel the state on this campaign, I'm going to walk around so you can all see me at some point. As I travel the state on this campaign, I see things that remind me of when I was a kid. I see the factories that are hollowed out. I see the roads and bridges that are abandoned. And I see families struggling. I see towns and people left behind by a bunch of politicians who just don't care. All they care about is filling the pockets of the special interests. They don't care about creating jobs. Because if they did, we would not be last in job growth in the nation. Last. We're behind Mississippi. And I don't mean to pick on Mississippi, but it's, we've been picking on them for a while. And that is not the Ohio that I want to see. The Ohio that I want to see is one where every child can have a great education, where we build a new middle class with the jobs of the 21st century, where healthcare is a right and not a privilege. And, well, the Ohio that I want to see is one where our children can have an opportunity. We have all the tools we need to make this come true, to make this a reality, but what we lack is leadership. Now, I spent 8 years on active duty in the Air Force. I got the best leadership training in the world. And if there's one thing I know, leadership changes everything. Everything. Think about any organization you've been a part of. Leadership changes it all. And that's why when Donald Trump withdrew from the Paris Climate Accord, I said Ohio should join the U.S. Climate Alliance. That's a coalition of states who pledged to live up to the accord. And that way we get to take advantage of the explosive growth in renewable energy jobs of the 21st century. That industry is growing 12 times faster than the entire rest of the economy. And when Premier Health and Anthem withdrew from the insurance exchange in Ohio, I proposed a public option. Let anybody buy Medicaid. Let anybody buy the state lawmakers' health insurance. Because if it's good enough for the politicians, it should be good enough for everyone. These are the types of things that we can do at the state level. I know there's a lot of craziness going on in Washington. We don't know if they're coming or going. I don't think they know if they're coming and going. But it emphasizes and displays very clearly how important it is to put strong leaders at the state level, because it's up to the state to protect the people and issues that we care about. So I would like to just stop right there, and I have a closing statement too, but I'd like to open it up for questions.